All right, hello and welcome to your 45-minute body conditioning class, body weight-based strength and conditioning exercises for week 2. We start marching on the spot. So as I start our timer, here we go. Nice and simple, just march. Feet about hip distance apart or wherever you would naturally place them as you march, and you're just going to lightly swing your arms by your side. So as we do every week, we're working with 3 blocks of 6 exercises. Each exercise will be working for 45 seconds and then we'll take a super quick rest in between to allow you to transition from sitting, standing, kneeling, lying on your back, wherever we are. All right, start to add some shoulder rolls, forwards and backwards. You're going to do 4 in each direction. You can bring the elbows into play as well if you wish. Change direction when you're ready. So freeing off major joint, hips, shoulders, and working through the major muscle groups too. Awesome. Now as we march, we're going to do 1, 2, 3 high knee, 1, 2, 3 high knee. So make it a really deliberate high knee and lift that elbow up as you march. 1, 2, 3 high knee, 1, 2, 3 high knee. Perfect. 2 more on each side. Nice. All right, normal march again. We're going to bring in some arms. So we're going to alternate punching overhead with the arms. Keeping the elbows about shoulder height. Nice. And then punch forward, again, shoulder height, punching straight ahead of you. Now you can keep your punching fists or flatten your palms side to side. Again, shoulder height with your march, same kind of rhythm. Good, let's do 4 overhead. 4, 3, 2, and forward. 4, 3, 2 to the side. 4, 3, 2. Overhead. 4, 3, 2, and forward. 4, 3, 2 to the side. 4, 3, 2, and march. Perfect, well done. Come back to your normal march, using your arms as well. Now remember, we're going to have little water breaks in between. If you need more breaks than what I've allowed, take them. Don't just wait for me. All right, so now as we march, we're going to dig a heel forward and keep the arms moving for the time being. Heels dig down, hips have a little bop as your leg straightens. Good, now bring your palms forward in front of you, and as your heel digs, you're going to bicep curl. So each time a leg comes forward, you're bicep curling, fists up towards your shoulders, and then straightening as the leg returns underneath you. Perfect. 4 more. Then we're going to do a little step to the side, testing coordination a little. Come back to your march. So it's going to look like this in slow motion. Step, knee, step, and in. Step, knee, step, and in. When you're ready, pick up your pace. Good. And then we're going to start to add an arm. So bring the arm to the knee, pull it in, and to the side. So step, knee, step to the middle, step, knee, step to the middle, step, knee, step to the middle. Good. Listen, this is the challenge for me. My coordination is awful. 1 more each side, and then we're going to ramp it up, doubling on our knees. So step, knee, and knee, step together. Knee, knee, step together. Good, well done. Nice, we're nearly there. A couple more knees. Let's do 2 more each side. Pumping the knees up, knee, knee, nice and wide. 1 more each side. Then we'll come back to our march. We can manage that, right? All right, marching on the spot again. Perfect, so we've got just 90 seconds to go and then we'll wait into our first exercise. Take your march down low into a walk, and then we're going to stand on the spot. We're going to tap to the knees, upright to the knees, and up. So just slide the hand down the thigh to the knee joint, and then if you can't feel comfortable doing so, send your hips the other way, so you deepen your bend in the side of the body. Using your abdominal muscles, your knees are firm, but not completely rigid. 1 more each side. Reach, and up, and reach, and up. Perfect, then we're going to rotate forwards and backwards. But I'd love you to keep your hips facing the front as your shoulder and head moves. So again, the legs are fairly firm, not rigid, but you're not aiming to let the whole body swing. Not yet. We'll keep the hips facing the front. 2 more each side. Good. Well done. And then come back through the middle. Just sit down into a squat and stand. Sit and stand. Gradually building your depth. Coming lower each time if that feels good. Knees following the line of your toes. Perfect. 1 squat. 1 reach to the knees. So knees bend. Hips go back. That's it. Knees bend, hips go back. 2 more. Sit back, knee tap. Last one. Sit back, knee tap. Fantastic. Okay, so our first exercise is a squat, tapping the alternate toe, stand up, alternate toe, stand. Right, if that's too deep, just squat on its own. Let's go. Toe tap, stand, toe tap, and stand. So we're a little bit wider than hip distance apart to give the hips space to sink down. Knees bending, hips sink back. Good. And then the hand that's not tapping the mat, it can go onto your hips, you can float in mid-air, or if you want to increase the range, send it behind you, so you start to add a bit more shoulder rotation. We're over halfway. Our next exercise is into a plank with straight arms, and you can either hold your plank or Superman your arms, reaching one at a time ahead of you. 5 seconds to go. Sit the hips back, tap the ground, stand, 3, 2, and 1. Here we go. To your mat. So, into plank, feet a little wider than hip distance, and you're going to reach up, bring it back, other hand up, bring it back. Here we go. Reach and down. You can also drop to the knees if you wish. So keep the feet where they are, drop the knees down so there's still a long line with your body. Alternate reach forward with your arms. Just shoulder height will do. I don't need to come up any higher. 30 seconds left. Reach, come back, reach, come back. Good. This is priming us really nicely for a little upper body section which we've got coming next. Try and keep your hips super still if you can, so they're not rocking side to side. And the wider feet will help. Just over 10 seconds to go. Then we'll push back into a downward facing dog. We're going to do a downward dog dive to upward dog and a push back. In 3, 2, and 1. So if you want to have a quick look, downward dog. Scoop it down, upward dog, keep your toes tucked, lift the hips, push back. 45 seconds of that. Let's go. Bend the arms, dive, upward facing dog, toes tucked, lift the hips up and back. Downward dog, dive, upward facing dog, hips up and back. So we're kind of sneaking in a little press up here. You probably noticed already. Arms are going to feed it. Dive and lift. Speaking of press ups, that's our next exercise, but this is where we're going to use some equipment. A wall, a sofa, a windowsill, a radiator if it's sturdy enough. So dive it down, scoop the chest to the ground, lift up and back. Good, well done. 10 seconds to go. Then we'll stand up, we'll find our equipment. Wall, sofa, armchair, table. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hop it up. Perfect. So find whatever equipment it is that you're using. Of course you can do a full press up if you wish. Your body is on an angle, about 45 degrees if you can. Press to the wall and away. Come back and press. Good. The further away your feet, the more challenging it becomes for your body. Aim to have your elbows in line with your shoulders or close to it. Press away, come back. When you start to get a bit tired, shake the arms off, roll the shoulders out, come back. We're halfway. Press and up. Come on, we can do this. Really good. We're going to lie on our back next for a hip bridge, working the glutes. Press and up. 10 seconds to go. Nearly there. Generous bend at the elbow. Push your object away. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lie on your mat for your hip bridge. Up. So the heels are going to be close to your hips, about hip distance apart, palms on the ground next to your hips, and then you're going to lift hips up the floor, squeeze, and slowly back down. 45 seconds of these. Lift and squeeze, and gently down. Take it up, pause at the top, lower. See if you can keep your hips off the ground when they come down, or just brush them on the ground before you lift again. Lifting the chin towards the ceiling, make space for your neck. Lifting your hips is the highest point if you can. Curling your tailbone towards your knees. Less than 20 seconds to go. Lift and squeeze. Come back down. And we've got one more plank round. This exercise starts in a side plank with straight arms, then to a normal plank, and then we change the side that we were looking on. So we're alternating side plank. So roll yourself up. Here we go. Onto your straight arms. You can do this on forearms if you wish, if that's a bit kinder, and on the knees too. So, side plank, feet on the floor. Normal plank, rotate to the other side, lift the arm. Normal plank, and rotate again. So on the knees, that's fine, you're just alternating. You lift your top leg and straighten it, both knees down, Lift your top leg, straighten it, both knees down. 25 seconds to go. Keep flowing smoothly between your normal plank and your side plank. Just taking a micro pause on each one. Lift and reset. Good, well done. Send your fingertips straight up to the sky. 10 more seconds to go. Lift, reset. We'll take a quick breather in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Well done. Stand up, shake it out, try and keep moving. Have a drink, wipe your faces, shake off the arms, shake off the legs. So second round, same 6 exercises with some added options to increase the intensity if you wish. Right, in 10 seconds you're going to hear a bell. That'll be your 10-second warning. So we start with our squats, alternating toe taps, and the option this time is to add a reach to the sky. So just as a reminder, you're tapping down towards the ground. In the middle, reach, tap down. This is your option, reach, tap down. Let's go, 45 seconds. So you can swing your opposite arm behind you, rotating your shoulders, reach onto your tiptoes, lift the heels, and down. Maybe you add a look to the side to help your shoulder rotation. 30 seconds left. Reach, toe tap, reach. Now, make sure with your toe taps that you're still sinking your hips down. You're not just cheating your way there by dropping the chest. Big knee bend, hips down. Well done. Up we go. Plank with Superman arms. Next, in 10 seconds, reach, tap and reach. Super arms, maybe. 3, 2, and 1. To your plank on the ground. So I'll show you this one sideways on. Here we go. Hands underneath the shoulders, legs straight or bent, and we reach forward, set the hand down, reach, set the hand down. So the feet wider than hip distance apart, so that the hips don't rock and roll out the way. If you need to, drop to the knees, you're still reaching, and you'll still be strong in your core. Reach, set back down. 25 seconds to go, coming up to halfway. So we've got our downward facing dog dives to upward facing dog next, and then our press ups. 15 seconds, let's do this. Reach, set down, reach. 10 seconds to go. You're doing really well. Keep moving, take a break when you need to. Otherwise you've just got 3, 2, and 1. Awesome. Maybe you take a little press back here, drop the shoulders down, then get ready. From downward facing dog, hips are high, heels drop back, we dive forward, upward facing dog, heels lifted, pike, push back. Dive forward, bend the arms, pushing up, and then lift the hips. Good, keep going with that. Dive, lift, and up. Nice. So you might find your upward facing dog gives you a moment to breathe. Good. Pike the hips, push back, and again, dive, lift. Over halfway, keep this up, this is really good. Dive, lift, and up. So we've got leg strength, core strength, arm and shoulder strength. 10 seconds to go. Wall press ups next, or whatever object you have to hand. We got 3, 2, 1, and up. Find your wall, your windowsill, your table, whatever it is you're using for your press ups. Have them about shoulder distance apart. Step your feet back so you're on a diagonal line. And we press to the wall or your object and back. Press and back. Send your elbows wide. Drop your chest, push away. This is good. Coming up to 30 seconds to go. When you need a break, push away, roll the shoulders, shake off the hands, and come back to it. Looking good, looking good. Halfway now. Press, come back, and press. I know we've overloaded the upper body and shoulders in this exercise, and it'll feel intense, but you can do it because we only have 10 seconds to go. So stay strong. Push, away, reset, go again. You're getting closer. 3, 2, and 1. Well done. Shake them out now if you haven't done already. Hip bridges next. So lie yourself on the ground, feet close to your hips. We can get ready to lift the hips up to the ceiling. Here we go. Lift and squeeze, lower down. Lift and squeeze, and lower down. As your hips rise, Give the inner thighs a little tightening so that the knees don't drift wide. Remember, we're lifting with the hips, not the lower ribs. So draw your tailbone to your knees and down. Coming up to halfway, squeeze at the top, gently lower. Lift again and lower. Well done. Getting closer. Alternating side plank is our final exercise in this block. So we start normal plank, rotate to the side, come through your normal plank, rotate to the other side. Knees or toes. 3, 2, and 1. So find your plank. With the arms underneath your shoulders. Extend your legs when you're ready. 3, 2, and rotate. Open out to one side, come through the middle, open out to the other side. So your arms looking to be vertical, diagonal line with the body. Smooth rotations, take your time, have a little pause in between each one, rolling from your toes to the edges of the feet, back through your toes, and edges of the feet. Whoa, not all the way over like I just did. All right, 20 seconds to go. You're getting too enthusiastic. All right, we get a 30-second breather at the end of this, and that'll be the end of round 1. 6 new exercises coming your way. Just over 5 seconds to go. Getting closer. And 3, 2, 1. Awesome. If you haven't already done so, give the wrist a little shake off, roll them out, breathe, drink, and remember to try and keep moving. So, block number 2, 6 new exercises, and we're going to do that round twice. We've got another squat sequence to go, slightly different movement for the arms this time, and then we'll start to work on the core. Okay, so for your squats, just a normal squat this time. Have your hands by your side when you stand. When you squat down, they're going to reach parallel with the ground in front of you. Bring them down towards your sides. So squat, reach forward, stand, pull back. Let's go. Squat and up. Reach, stand. That's it, nice. So if you're familiar with yoga, a little bit like chair pose. Uh-oh, I'll lose friends there. Sit back, reach forward, stand. That's the one, nice. Coming out to halfway. So keep your back of your neck long, look over your arms, reach ahead, but try not to round your shoulders. Keep the shoulders plugging back, or the arms plugging back into your shoulders as you reach forward. Just 10 seconds to go. You're going to like this next one. We call it running abs. You're going to sit on your bum, similar to what we do in boat pose, and then kick out with both your arms and legs. So, I'll show you from the side. So we're going to be here, like this, and then run, arms and legs, for 45 seconds, or as long as you can. Ready? Let's go. Run it out. So opposite arms and legs. You'll notice your forearm and your knee comes together in the middle, and you stay as tall as you can. Watch out for slouching. Lift up and run. Yep, there we go. 30 more seconds. Extending one leg, pulling that elbow towards you. Keep running as long as you can. Pause when you need to. Come back to it when you're ready. 20 seconds left. Sit tall, look over your toes, squeeze the knees to the chest when the legs get a little tired, and return. Go, go. Just 10 seconds now. Forearm plank on our sides. We'll start with the right hip up first time. In 3, 2, 1. Come to your side. Forearm plank on the right. So right hip up. Have your feet side by side, or if you need to, bend your bottom leg so it's supported. We're going to lift and pulse. First time, just a pulse. Top hand can be on the ground for support, on your hip, or maybe reaching up towards the ceiling. 45 seconds in total with this one. Haha. Using the muscles here in the waist. We've just activated the core with those running abs, and now we've got these lifts. Good, nice. For our next exercise, we're simply going to change sides, pulse on the other side. And then we've got more core work to come. So last time we overloaded the upper body. This time we're overloading the midsection. Stay strong, you can do this. 10 seconds. Lift, lift, lift. Well done. Nearly there. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Change sides. Woo-hoo-hoo. So simply swivel around. So it's the left hip up this time. Remember, you can support with your bottom leg or straighten both. And we lift and pulse. Hand on the hip, down to the ground if that helps with balance, or extending up towards the ceiling. Little lift, hips come up, small, small, small. Yeah, we can do this. I know, I know. Remember, we only do these exercises twice, and thank goodness, huh? Keep lifting, keep lifting. You're halfway now. And 20 seconds to go. Good, well done. We call this next exercise starfish toe taps. Yet more core work, I know. 10 seconds. Lift those hips, lift those hips. And 5, 4, you're going to lie on your back, into, and 1. Nice, on your back, reaching out your arms and legs. And then you're going to take your left leg up, right hand up, reach and swap. Right leg, left hand, reach and swap. When you're ready, go. So you've got long range. This is where the starfish comes from. Straight limbs, crunch and reach. And as you lift your one shoulder, you'll start to work the muscles in the waist. As you lift your head and neck, you're going to be working the muscles through the middle of the torso. Long arms, long legs if you can. Reach, bend the knees if you need to make it a little bit easier to tap towards the foot. Good, 20 seconds to go. Big reach, big reach. We're going to come back to our legs next. Come on, let's reach. High up. So don't just let your legs do the movement. Lift the shoulders a fraction off the floor as well. You'll need to get your hand high enough to the foot. Ready? Take a break. Roll yourself up to standing. Okay, so last exercise. We're going to step back with one leg for a lunge and then kick it in front of you. Come back to standing, step back, other leg, lunge, kick. So, whoop, lunge, kick, swap legs, lunge, and kick. Good. So alternate the leg that you step back with, send it in front of you for your lunge, and yep, kick, that's it. Good, step back, kick, swap legs, step back, kick. Nice. So depending on how the hamstrings are feeling will depend on how high your kick becomes. Concentrate on the integrity of the lunge, deeply bending both knees, chest stays up. 10 seconds to go. Good. Getting closer. Couple more. 3, 2, and 1. 30 seconds. Shake it off. Keep moving if you can. Breathe. Drink. So those same 6 exercises again. And on a few of them, I'll give you some options to increase the intensity. If it's feeling a little tight in the core, lean back, send your hips forward, take a little stretch. We've got 20 seconds before we go. Starting with a squat, reaching forward with those parallel arms. Okay. So to intensify this one, here was option 1, was squat, reach, stand up. Option 2, squat, reach, lift and squeeze. So you're using your hands to pull through with the hips, tighten the glutes. So let's go, squat, squeeze. Squat, squeeze, or reach, stand. So you come upright and lift. So that option, onto the toes, squeeze the hips through your arms, sit back, squeeze. So a bit more glute activation with that one. 25 seconds to go. It'll also test your balance a little more. So if you need something to just fix your gaze on to help you stay focused, that's cool as well. 15 seconds, sit back, squeeze. Sit back, squeeze. Running abs next. So we're going to come to that V-sit position, kicking out the legs and pumping the arms. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Running abs. Sit yourselves down. Lifting up tall. Pick up the feet and run. Here we go. Run, run, run. So stay as upright as you can. You'll feel a little shift through the hips as your legs and arms move, that's okay. But just try not to slouch. Think about lifting your head, extending your chin, extending the back of the neck, lifting the collarbone, and staying tall. Good, coming up to halfway. This is a real burner, I know. Forearm plank with a pulse or a knee drive option to get a little bit deeper. Getting closer now, just over 10 seconds. Enjoy the burn. I wish, nearly there. 5 seconds to go. We'll start with the right hip up first. 3, 2, 1. So forearm plank. Remember, you can bend your bottom leg if you need to, or both legs straight. So pulse option one, or keep the hips stable, lift the top leg, knee drive, extend, knee drive, extend. Ready when you are, coming up, kicking away. Woo-hoo-hoo. So if you're doing the top leg lifted, it will definitely be easier to support with your bottom leg bent underneath you. I've got my hand on my hip, if you prefer. Send it up overhead, or above the shoulder, or onto the mat to assist with balance. Halfway, looking good. Keep breathing. Dig your bottom elbow in towards the ground, help you to stay stable. Try not to topple over. 10 seconds to go. Lift, extend, getting closer, I promise. 5 seconds now. Hold tight, grit your teeth. 3, 2, 1. Change sides. Swap it round. So opposite hip up, remember knee bent, leg straight, both legs straight. Option to pulse, let's go. Or lift your top leg, crunch the knee in, and extend. Crunch and extend, good. So pick your version. If you chose one option on the right side, try and repeat it on the left. It's not gonna feel pleasant, I promise. You can take a quick rest, of course you can. Come back and rejoin the exercise when you're ready. Knee up, knee out, or pulse, keep lifting. Good, 20 seconds to go. Grit your teeth, you can do this. Find something to focus on, know that every move gets you closer. Just 10 seconds to go now. You can do it, you can do it. Lying on our back for our starfish toe taps. In 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, touchdown, long arms, long legs. Take a quick breath as you reach out. So opposite hand to toe. Ready, go, lift, set back down, lift, set back down. So your abdominal muscles will be responsible for lifting your upper body up, crunching as you go. You'll also have your hip flexor muscles lifting your leg, and your abs are going to be helping with your leg lift too. If your thigh is strong and straight, quadricep muscles will be engaged, and if you're rotating to reach to your opposite toe, you'll be using some of the muscles in your waist as well. Let's keep going. Just over 10 seconds. Reach, come back, reach. Last exercise in this block is our step back lunge with a kick forward, alternating left and right leg. And roll up to standing. Whoop. Yo, yo, yo. Shake it off real quick. Find some room both in front and ahead of you. Ready, we step back, lunge, kick forward, swap legs, step back, kick, swap legs, step back, kick, step back, and kick. Well done. 30 seconds to go. Your speed. So if you want to do this one even quicker, so you get more reps in, lunge, kick, lunge, kick, lunge, kick. A little bit more challenging with balance, but you move more. That's it, 15 seconds to go. Lunge and kick, swap legs, lunge and kick. Nice, 10 seconds to go. Block 2 will be done. We'll be into block 3. Last few kicks, last few lunges. 3, 2, 1. Shake it off. Breathe, drink, keep moving. Wipe your faces. So have near you your object that you're going to use. Something yoga block height or similar, a candle, a water bottle, something that you can grab, because we're going to use that near the end. Okay, we're going to start kneeling on all fours for our first exercise. You're going to lift one leg behind you. Take the opposite fingertips just behind the back of your neck. Elbow to knee, and then as you extend your leg, lift your elbow, turn to the side. Ready? Let's go. Elbow to knee, lift and rotate. Elbow to knee, open up. So we've got a couple of things going on here. There's a crunch, there's leg work, there's glute work, there's back work. Nice rotation for the back. The back likes to move this way. We just sometimes don't do it often enough. Elbow to knee, lift the elbow, lift the chest as you elevate your foot. Little arch works the muscles in the back and the glutes. Good, 15 seconds. And you guessed it, all we're going to do is change sides in 10 seconds time. Elbow to knee, lift. Elbow to knee. So try and lift that top shoulder, lift that top elbow. Have a rotation. 3, 2, and 1. Sit back, Shake off your wrist, roll them out. Let's get ready to change sides. So back onto all fours. Extend your opposite leg, fingertips behind the neck, elbow to knee, and open out. Good. Elbow to knee, open. Perfect. So take your time to lift the elbow, the heel, get the chest twisting. Bring the elbow back to the knee as you crunch and lift. And up. Well done. Now this next exercise is going to be extra fun. It's really going to test your quadriceps, the front of the thighs. Keep moving, got 20 seconds to go. Elbow to knee and open. Use the glutes to lift your leg. Rotate through the shoulders, lifting the chest and elbow. Less than 10, we can do this. Up and in. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Okay, so similar position, we're going to kneel. Bring your ankles together, knees hip distance apart, palms by your side. We're going to take a lean back, bicep curl, reach up and down. Lean back, bicep curl, reach up and down. So it's a small movement. Keep the lower back super firm, engage the glutes, bicep curl, reach and down. Good. So you don't even need to go 45 degrees. It's really tiny, but you'll be overloading your quads because they're stretching as you lean back, super small, and having to work at the same time. So stretch and contract, up we go. Good. 15 seconds, up, arms down, lean back, bicep curl, reach up. 5 seconds to go. We've got a plank crouch combination. In 3, 2, 1. So plank, we place the hands down, we extend the legs. From your plank, crouch, bend your knees, push back to a plank, and push back to a crouch. Here we go, 45 seconds. Work the core, legs and glutes, work the core. So there's not really an option to regress this one apart from taking a rest when you need it, or drop back to the knees, like a little bit of a child's pose, and then come back to plank. So you've got some options if you need them, because crouching back, I know it's intense on the thighs, especially after that little lean back. Less than 20 seconds, you can do this. Drop the head between your arms, extend your arms when you crouch, look towards your toes, then look towards your thumbs when you come back to your plank. Good, nice. Less than 10 seconds. We're getting closer. Have your object nearby. We're going to use it in 3, 2, and 1. Sit on your buns, grab your object, place it just in front of you. So, you're going to have your legs either side of your object. You're going to lift one leg over the top and swap. Other leg over the top, swap. So one leg over, other leg over. Nice. So you get hip flexors working. If you start to lighten or take the pressure off your hands, abdominal muscles working too. Legs strong and straight, it's your quads. And if you've got your toes pointed, you'll be working a little bit in the calves as well. Good. So a little hop over the top, set the foot down, and it stays in the middle of your ankles. You just take one leg over to the outside, over and out. Good. And the more you lean back, the more your core muscles will be working too. Nice. 5 seconds to go. This next one is called a happy armadillo. Stand up real quick, get your object out of the way. All right, so like you do for a star jump, or a jumping jack, but you're going to come all the way down, jump jack, all the way down. So armadillos, happy, armadillos, happy. Here we go. As an option, you can just come back, squat, quick jump jack, and squat. If you can though, narrow it down, touch the ground, hop up, hop down, light on your toes. Bend the knees more. Halfway, 20 seconds to go. Nice little loading exercise for the thighs. So we've done a lot of thigh work in this one. Good, 10 seconds. Happy armadillo, who thought of that name? We've got 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Shake it off. Walk it out, breathe, and drink. One more round of block 3. And then we get to stretch and cool down. 30 seconds to go. Keep moving if you can. Definitely drink. Deep breaths in, deep breaths out. Okay, so when you're ready, we're going to come back onto all fours. Extending one leg, having the fingertips lightly on the back of the other of the neck. And then we're going to alternate knee to elbow, and then lift the elbow up nice and high as we rotate. Here we go. So, knee to elbow, lift, open. Knee to elbow, take your time, open. Good. So we'll see the back curving nicely. Keep the midsection strong. You'll use those muscles when you crunch. Keep them engaged, keep them energized as you rotate. Extending the leg a little beyond hip height for the glutes, and then rotating the shoulder using the back. Good, smooth and controlled. Of course, you can do this with the arms on their own or the legs on their own if balance is a real challenge. Both together if you can. Good, we're moving through this one super quick. 5 seconds left. Then we change sides. Rotate and swap. So, opposite leg extends, give the wrist a little shake. When you're ready, leg out, fingertips behind the head, elbow to knee crunch, and open out to the side. Elbow to knee, lift. So it'll be easy, I think, to lift the leg. A little more challenging to concentrate on the shoulder and elbow lifting. So if you take your focus anywhere, take it there. Lift elbow, lift shoulder, open out. And up, good. Halfway, 20 seconds left. Open out, reach, squeeze back tight. You've got this, good. Coming up to 10 seconds, let's make these last few ones count. It's the last time we do this. Every rep is important. It's the ones you don't want to do that count the most. 3, 2, 1. Nice, well done. Woo. So, we have got our kneeling lean back. So, we're going to bring the heels close together, the knees underneath your hips, arms by your side, lean back, bicep curl, come upright and reach. Lean back, bicep curl, reach. Good. It doesn't need to be a big lean back. This is a big overload for the quads, the front of the thighs. So lean back until you feel them stretch and fire up, and curl. Good. And make sure it's not an arch. Don't let your hips come forward and just your shoulders come back. Keep the shoulders in line with the hips. Bicep curl, come upright, reach, reset your arms. Oh yes, nice, well done. Up we go. Perfect. Plank to crouch for our next exercise in 5 seconds. Remember, you can bring this one to your knees if you need to. And find your plank. Woo. Maybe just round the spine super quick if it needs a little shake off. Into plank with your long straight legs, shoulders over your wrists. And then we crouch it, come forward to plank. Crouch back and plank. So if you need to, knees down, reach forward, hop back to your hop. Reach forward to your plank and switch. 30 seconds to go. So know that we've got 2 more exercises left, 2 more working sections, and then the cool down and recovery, and some yummy, yummy stretches. Wow. Send your hips back as far as they'll go as you reach forward. Bend your knees generously. Yep. 13 seconds. I'm looking for some. Not for us. We've got this. Up. Have your object nearby that you can grab it so we can lift the ankles over. 3, 2, 1. So sit on your bums. Plant the ankles. Straighten your legs. Have the hands off the mat if you can, or behind the mat if you need to. Lift up and over. Change legs. And if you want extra fire, keep both legs all the time off the floor. That's not fun though, I promise. Yeah. Maybe you just do it for a few rounds and then you set your ankles back down. Less than 30 seconds to go. Or you take a couple where your ankles are on the ground and then a couple where your ankles are off the ground. Whew. That is extra fire. Stay up tall though, try not to slouch. 15 seconds to go. 1 more exercise left. Your happy armadillo. So crouch low, touch the ground, big knee bend. Hop yourself up as if you're doing a jump jack. 5 seconds left. Let's do this. Lift those knees, up and over. Nice. Happy armadillo for our last exercise. Shake up the legs super quick. Ready? Let's do this. 3, 2, 1. Crouch, jump jack, crouch, jump jack. Yes. So touch the ground, bend the knees, sink the hips back. So I've got my hamstrings rest on my calves, heels lift, and then I'm up. all the way down, all the way up. I can't really get my hips any lower without sitting. I want to make a really tiny ball and then reach wide. So take up lots of space and then little space. Good. 15 seconds to go. Can we go any quicker? Oh, let's do it. 10 seconds. Nice. All right, count with me. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, we've done it, we've done it, we've done it. All right, move, move, move. Walk, shake, keep the limbs going. When you found yourself back upright, if you haven't collapsed on the floor, let's take a march. Heart rate's going to be feeling like it's all the way up in the top of your chest now. So just a gentle march. Just keep the arms moving. Use this time to collect your thoughts, process what's just happened. So far, 40 minutes of work. Nice little 5-minute cool down at the end. Take the march into a walk. So you're just really gently lifting one leg, barely coming up on the toes, arms swinging by your sides. As you do that, take a big reach up. Interlace your knuckles, extend them towards the sky. Just a gentle walk, reaching up. Good. Chin to chest, reach forward, round your shoulders. Try and push your hands away so you stretch through your upper back. That's it, just nicely padding out your feet underneath you. Then release your arms, take them behind you. Again, interlace the fingers. Long arms, lift the chest, roll back the shoulders, extend the chin. As you pull your chest forward, you'll be stretching out the muscles there in the front of the body. Good. Make your walk even smaller, almost coming to a stop. Take a reach across your body, squeeze it tighter, so long arm. You're using your other arm to squeeze it even closer towards you. Then you can look over your shoulder, adding a rotation. Changing sides, reach, squeeze, a little rotation. My walk has now just ended up becoming a rock side to side, a distressing rock side to side. Tricep stretch to finish the upper body, so reach up and over. You take your hand down towards your shoulder blade. If you can reach from here, great. If you need to push the arm from below or reach from above, you find your version. Good, nice. Change sides, tricep stretch. So reaching towards the shoulder blades. Ooh, this tricep is a little tighter than the other. Okay, I feel you. And then we just got the legs to stretch off. So we'll bring them to a stop now. If you need to have something to hold on to for balance, go and grab your support. You're going to take one heel up towards your hips, squeeze the knees close together and the hips forward, but keep a little softness in your standing leg. So we're stretching the muscle that runs from the hip down towards the knee by pressing the hip forward and pulling the heel towards you. Good, well done. We're going to stick with this leg, so the ankle that you're holding now comes across your knee as that knee drifts wide and you sit back to get into the muscles in your glutes. So hip bridges in particular, but also where we had the elbow to the knee and then you were lifting the leg behind you, you would have been using your glute muscles. Whew. Same leg again, step it in front of you and keep it straight. As you bend your back leg, tilt your hips up towards the ceiling and we should feel the stretch in the hamstring, in the back of the thigh. You can lower your body if that feels better or tilt your hips higher towards the ceiling, hinging at the hips. Last stretch on this side, step that same foot behind you, drop into your heel, both toes face the front leg is bent, back leg is straight for a calf stretch. So we didn't necessarily do a lot of impact stuff today. There wasn't a huge amount of jumping apart from that last star jump combination. So it's important still to stretch the calf muscles out. They play an integral part in our everyday life. Right, quad stretch. We start from the beginning but with the other leg. So make sure that you've changed sides, knees together, squeeze the hips forward, standing legs soft. Stretching from the hip down towards the knee. Hopefully my now heart rate and breathing rate feeling a little calmer. Hopefully. Ankle crosses the knee when you're ready. Sit back. For your glute stretch. That was graceful. No. Glute stretch, as I was saying. 2 more stretches to go, one for the hamstrings and one for the calf. So when you're ready, step that lifted leg in front of you.
Activity completed.
Bend your back leg, tilt your hips up and back behind you. Hamstring stretch for your front leg. Of course, you can lower down a little deeper if that feels good, or tilt your hips further up to the ceiling. Awesome stuff. And we'll finish with a calf stretch. The leg that's in front is going to be the leg that's behind. Drop into the heel. Both toes face forward, especially the back heel. Watch that it doesn't twist. Legs straight on the back, bent on the front. You're pushing into your back heel. Good stuff, lovely. And when you're ready, make your way upright with wide ankles, wide feet. Take a big bend in the knees, sweep your hands down, breathe out, reach up, breathe in. One more for luck, down and out, up and in. Fantastic, give yourselves a round of applause. Well done, well done, well done. Please make sure that you are having lots to drink for the rest of the day. If you need to repeat any of the stretches, if you're watching this on YouTube, come back to the videos, especially for any muscles that feel a little tight. So block 1, we had a little bit of overload for the upper body. Block 2, we overloaded the middle. Block 3, we did the legs. So we kind of covered all bases. Good job, well done, and I hope I will see you again soon. Fantastic.